Shalom. I like to start this lesson by saying Ka Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is we titled King of Terrors. And you already know who that is, right? If you don't know, now you know. It's Yahweh, right? And through his son Yahweh Shai, he's going to bring the terrors to this land. Right, so let's go into the word terrors or terror. Okay, so the word terror, early 15th century, something that intimidates. Well, right there, the Most High Yahweh intimidates everybody, okay, because of his power, right? You know, that's how you get the fear of the Most High, right? So let's just go on that. Oh, Slakia. I know where it is. Okay. There's a lot of scriptures for that. Okay, I can just read this. Job 28:28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding, right? So when you have the fear of the Lord, you will do these things, right? You gain that wisdom and, get that understanding, right? Because you understand that the Most High is about righteousness, right? So you become wise, and through that, you understand that you can't be doing these wicked things that you're doing. So you depart from them. So now you understand, like, through the Most High's fear, right? Because you were doing something wrong, that he doesn't like that, right? So then you find out what he's about, right? And you understand. Psalm 19:19, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. Yeah. Right? It's pretty self-explanatory. Right, Psalm 22:23, ye that fear the Lord, praise him, all ye the seed of Jacob, or Jacob, glorify him and fear him, all ye the seed of Israel, right, or Yasharallah, right? And the ones that are going to be doing that, the ones that are glorifying him right now are the elect, because, you're going on the highways and byways, preaching, to the masses, and really to get the fish out the rest of the elect that are left. Doing videos, studying, teaching, right? Praises his name, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, putting glory unto him and his son, right? All the elect are doing that constantly, even in their own thoughts, when no one's there, even when someone is there, they're doing it, right? Psalms 25:14, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will shew them his covenant. Yes, only the elect are the ones that really fear him, right? Constantly, not when things go bad, but even when things go good, because you would pray, you give praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because you fear the Most High, because you understand he's the one that did this. So you need to praise him for this. You didn't do it. He did it, right? Right, and this is going to happen. Psalm 33:8. Let all the earth fear the Lord Yahweh. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. Yeah, it's going to happen when Yahweh Shai comes. Even when Jacob's trouble hits, right? Now the world of Israel is going to be doing this, right? Because then they're going to understand who is doing this. Then they're going to be calling for Yahweh Shai. But at that time, they won't be found, because you can't find them at that time. And then when Yahweh Shai comes back, the whole world is going to be fearing the Most High, right? Through his son Yahweh Shai, right? Proverbs 1:7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction, right? The fools are the 2/3 of Israel. They're the fools. Try to instruct them on the right thing to do, and they scoff and scorn you. Or they get angry at you. They get emotional, like you're attacking them. And you are attacking them, right? Because Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 10:4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Mighty through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the pulling down of strongholds, right? So like they feel like they're being attacked because you are attacking them. Spiritually, you're attacking them, right? You're breaking down their defenses because they're being wicked, right? Right? Whether they are being wicked towards you directly or indirectly, or it was towards someone else, it doesn't matter because it's attacking who you are, because you have the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in you, right? And the Most High says he hates wickedness. He hates it. He hates the wicked, right? So it doesn't matter if the person's doing something towards you or doing something that's directed to you, Slakia, right? Or it's not directed to you. You're going to hate it, right? So if the spirit jumps on you to say something, you're going to do it. You're going to say it. You're going to cut them up, and they're going to feel it. They're going to get all mad and upset, but that's not your problem. Right? But that's how the Most High intimidates, because he shows his power, right? Either it's like spiritually or physically, he'll do it. You cut someone up with the scriptures or the truth, they feel it. They're like, holy shit. They get intimidated of you. It's like, oh, this guy's scary. Or the Most High will make it manifest physically. He'll do something, right? You might have warned someone this is going to happen, right? If you don't change your ways, they don't listen, of course, and then boom, something happens, right? So they get intimidated. An object of fear, great fear, dread, alarm, panic. See, and the alarm that's going off right now, like the elect are sounding the alarm because they're the watchmen. You know, when you have the town, you have a town. I guess you need to check that. Slakia. You have a town where they have a village, and they have the watchman. You know, he's in the watchtower, and he sounds alarm when what's the word I'm looking for? When trouble's coming, right? Sounds an alarm, go, or you hear the bell, like the old bell, right? So the watchman, right? Go to this real quick. Yeah, Isaiah 52:8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing. Yeah, and we're singing the song right now. For they shall see eye to eye when the Lord shall bring again Zion, right? Because we can see it. The watchmen can see that the Most High is bringing together Zion. Zion's coming back together. He's rebuilding his temple, right? Right. So, and also, right. Yeah, Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Yeah, and the elect or the hopeful elect don't hold their peace day or night, right? The brothers that are putting out videos every day, every day, during the day, during the night, going on the highways and byways every weekend, prophesying, making your videos, teaching, right? So they don't hold their peace day or night, because the word needs to go out, right? And it is going out. It already is out. And it needs to go out, and that's our job as a watchman, because you're supposed to warn, right? Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, right? So we don't keep the silence, right? It's not time to keep the silence. It's the time to sound the alarm, right? Actually, Let's see what comes up when we check the word watchman.
Strong's H 8104. Shamer. Shamer.
Shamer. To keep guard, observe, give heed, right? So if someone's keeping guard, they're protecting something, right? You know, they're protecting something. The watchmen protect the scriptures. They're the defenders of the truth, right? And they also keep a guard of Israel, but really the elect. But they are still guardians of Israel, right? They warn Israel when something's coming, right? That's what a guard does. When you have a guard in your building or your temple, or even a security guard in your building, right? They're there to protect you from danger, right? And say if danger's coming, they'll warn you. You know, maybe they'll buzz your building or your apartment or whatever. You know what I mean? They'll warn you of what's coming because there's a security guard. They're there to secure you, right? And they're on guard, right? Keep watch and ward. Yeah. Protect, save life. So that's what the watchmen are set up for. Yes, they are supposed to warn Israel, right? They're supposed to keep guard, but really Israel, 2/3 are not going to listen. So really it's just for the elect, right? So they're doing this for the elect. They're warning the elect, like, yo, you need to wake up. You are elect. You're the power of, your princes of the power, right? Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, those are the names, right? That's how you warn them. That's how you, save their life. That's how you protect them. Because it is the truth. You're telling them the truth. So now they can wake up and then start doing the work. So they can save their own life. Right? And you're saving their life by telling them. Right? Preserve. Right? So right. So we got that. Yeah, I don't really need to go anymore with this. Actually, let's keep reading. Object of fear, cause of alarm, terrible news, right? Yeah, you could say also the terrible news because Yahweh is the king of terror and he's going to use son Yahweh Shai, right? Through his son Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai's terrible news is being broadcasted through his men, the elect, right? The hopeful elect, right? That's them prophesying what's going to happen. So it's terrible news, right? And through that terrible news, they're filling the people with fear, right? Some with fear where they get so shocked that they don't do anything, or they brush it off, or then you got the ones on the right hand side with the fear where it's like, oh, I need to change, I need to get right, I need to get back to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you need to do the work, right? So it depends where it goes, right? So I'm not going to keep reading that. The point was made. So we're going to go to Psalms. Actually, let's go to Zephaniah 1:15. Zephaniah 1:15. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, right? A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men that shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So this is talking about the day of the Lord when Yahweh Shai comes back. But in the beginning, you can still take this as the same thing during Jacob's trouble, right? Because the day of the Lord is for the whole planet, right? Yahweh Shai is coming, the Most High is coming to destroy the whole planet. They're all wicked, right? They've just been wicked. Now, Jacob's trouble is for Jacob, the Israelites. But it doesn't mean that there's not going to be Israelites left over that are going to catch the missiles, right? If they don't get taken up in Jacob's trouble, they're going to catch those missiles, right? But this is referring to the day of the Lord when Yahweh Shai comes back. But you can also, like I said, you can also use it in the sense of Jacob's trouble, because because Jacob's trouble is not going to be just one day, right? The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. Yeah, because it's going to be a day. It's going to be trouble and distress during Jacob's trouble, right? You're going to be in distress, and it's happening right now, right? With this whole Maxine, right? People are getting there. It's a lot of trouble that's happening. They're telling you can't work at your job unless you get this Maxine. People are in distress because now they're getting stressed out about how they're going to work, how they're going to make money, support their families, right? Right. After that, it's going to be the wasteness and desolation because now people are going to die, right? People are going to die. They're going to be taken out of their houses, right? People are going to be killed, right? Then they're going to put on these internment camps, so-called internment camps, or detention centers, is what they call them. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Yeah, it's going to be dark for Israel, for Jacob, right? Right, so that's that. I just wanted to use that part in the sense of Jacob's trouble because it's still going to be a dark day or dark days for Jacob, right? But this whole chapter is about the day of the Lord. Nonetheless, it's still it's going to be terror. That's the whole point. I actually went into Jacob's trouble. That's a different topic, but I meant to say is right. This is gonna be a day of terror. So you can see through all this, you can see the terror of the Most High, right? Right during the day when Yahushua comes back, it's gonna be trouble, distress, wastelessness, desolation, darkness, gloominess. They have clouds and thick darkness. Like that's terror. That's terrorizing. You're gonna be afraid, right? And I mentioned Jacob's trouble because. It was just a spirit that just went into that. But yeah, it's going to be the same things. The Most High is going to terrorize Jacob, Israel, in Jacob's trouble. They're going to be terrorized. And you don't even understand. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. But the whole planet is going to catch it. It's not just going to be Jacob. But Jacob's really going to get it because they went against the Most High. Nonetheless, the Most High is the king of terrors, right? A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. It's just constant. It's going to be pure chaos and destruction and death. And I'll bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men. Yeah, because they're not going to know what to do. They're going to walk like blind men. They're not going to know what to do, where to go, how to save themselves. So they're going to be like blind men, like running with a chicken with his head cut off because they have sinned against the Lord, right? So... yeah, because they sinned against the Most High. It's been wicked. All of these people have been wicked. All of them. That's why they need to go. And their blood should be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. That's heavy. Their blood shall be poured out as dust. How do you pour blood into dust? That means they're going to turn to ash, right? Through fire. And their flesh as the dung. Shit. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, right? So, like, when Yahushua comes back, it doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you have all that money. Yahushua is going to get you. Yeah, there's going to be the missiles or the beams from the chariots, right? Or when Most High turns his fishermen into hunters, right? Doesn't matter. Like, you can't be saved from it, right? Only the elect can be saved. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. Yeah, the fire of jealousy is going to be one from the ICBM missiles and two from the lasers from the chariots. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. He's going to get rid of everybody. Right? But that's why I mentioned Jacob's trouble because it's going to be the same thing. Jacob's going to go through it. It's already starting to happen right now. It's going to be pure terror. Pure terror. And people think that if they have, their guns and all these, know how to fight and all this stuff is going to save them. You can't do anything. This is Esau. First of all, Esau is the Most High's whipping stick, right? That's his sword. And he has a blessing from the Most High. That's his blessing. And you think because you started training and you're doing all this fighting stuff, you know how to shoot a gun, that you're going to come against the Most High and his judgment? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh, Salakia, this is the wrong one. Psalms 2:11. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling, right? Right. And we have the fear because we know how terrible he is, right? We understand the terror, right? And that fear should motivate you to do the right thing. And after a while, you actually want to do the right thing, right? But the fear is there because you didn't understand, like, if you don't do the right thing, most will get rid of you, right? It's just like in the army when, from what I understand, when, cadets or whatever don't do their jobs or daily jobs or daily duties, their staff sergeant, I believe that's the name, will come on them and they can get kicked out, right? Or when you're in school, you're failing the class because you haven't, or there's like a exam, that's worth a lot of big percent of your mark, of your grade, and if you don't do this, if you don't pass this test, you're gonna fail, you're gonna flunk, and that's like your whole life because you're trying to get university or whatever. You're gonna be very fearful, and it's gonna motivate you to study. It's gonna motivate you to study and get all your work done. Make sure you know everything so you're ready for that exam. So it's the same thing, right? This is an exam coming up, the big exam that's worth the whole class, the whole grade. Right? And if you fail this exam, you're finished. There's no do-overs. You can't come back. You can't do summer school. You can't come back next year and take the class again. There is no next year. There's only this year. Right? So that fear, knowing that there's only one chance to do this, should motivate you to, do what you're supposed to be doing. Salakia.